Hello everyone and welcome to Middle Earthian Crochet. My name is Esther and welcome to week 41 of Middle's Yearly Stash Buster, the Granny Square series. So today we are doing something really special, especially for those who love Halloween. We are doing the Skull Granny Square for our Halloween Granny Square this week. So what you will need for that square is your darning sewing tapestry needle, as always. You'll have a few ends to weave in, not a whole lot, but a few. You will need your scissors. You will need your stitch marker, just the one. And you will need your 5mm crochet hook, if I can get it to focus and find there it is. 5mm crochet hook. Now, for the yarn, we are going to be using 2 different colors, so you'll need 2 colors. Any color will do for this square for the background, but I would recommend doing a white or a cream of some sort for the skull portion. I will be using the white for the skull. And then, as I said, for the background, it can be whatever color you would like. I'm using this very bright orange, which is aptly named Pumpkin, which is perfect for Halloween. So those are the colors that we are starting with, or working with, and we are going to start with the white. So I am just going to pop off for a moment while I get this all set up, and I will be back for round number 1. So give us a moment. Alrighty guys, I have gotten all set up for round 1 of our skull granny square. We are using the white first for our skull. So what we're going to do here, we're going to start off with a magic ring. So a magic ring, you put the tail end of your yarn over your palm of your hand, wrap your yarn around your 2 fingers to form an X, hold it in your back pinky, and hold it right there as well. Then you're going to grab your hook. You're going to go under the first loop, or under the first strand, I should say, over the second strand, pull up a loop. Now, this first part of round 1, it does not count as a stitch. We're going to do 2 chains. The first chain locks the magic ring in place, so you can let it go. And then you're going to do 1 more chain after that, but that does not count as a stitch. So what we're going to do from here, we are going to, let me just get my stitch marker ready. We are going to do 9 double crochets into the magic ring. So to do a double crochet, you're going to yarn over your hook, go into the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now, because that chain 2 does not count as a stitch, what I want you to do is I want you to put your stitch marker into the top 2 loops of that double crochet that you just completed. Alright, so once you have that, you are going to do 8 more double crochets. So I'm just going to do the 8 with you because we are going to not be just doing more than just the 8 or the 9 double crochets in the ring. So I'm just going to do the 8 double crochets with you. So that was the first one. So this is 2. Yarn over, go into the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, that is 3. Do that again. Four. 5. 6. 7. 8 and 9. So to double check that you have the right amount of stitches, you're going to count these little V's at the top of your stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so from here, as I said, we're not normally what we would do after we get our double crochets in there, we would pull on the tail end of our yarn to close up the gap, but we're not going to do that right away because we need to actually put a little bit more into our magic ring. So what we're going to do is we're going to go from here, from our 9 double crochets, we're going to chain 5, and a chain is yarn over your hook and pull through to the loop on your hook. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from here, you're going to do 1 double crochet into the ring. So yarn over, go into the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Right, like that, okay? Then from here, you're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to do 1 more double crochet into the ring. So yarn over, go into the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then what you're going to do from here is you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so from here, this is where we pull the tail end of our yarn right here to close up this gap. So we're going to just gently grab the tail end of our yarn, pull it tight, okay, pull, pull, pull. And then what we're going to do from here is we're going to, after we've done our chain 5, we are going to go into the stitch with the stitch marker, and we are going to slip stitch into that first double crochet. And I think I split the yarn, so I'm just going to try to get it in there. Make sure you don't split your yarn, guys. Oops, and I split it again. All right, there we go. So you're going to slip stitch into that first double crochet, and this is the beginning of your skull. As you can see, it looks a little bit like a skull, but we're missing a part, which is what we're going to do next. Now, for round 2, we're going to start off with a chain of 1 and go your single crochet into the first stitch, same stitch that you are in, if you can see it, as I cannot see it right now, and it is loosening on me. Hang on a second, guys. There we go. So single crochet in that first stitch, and I want you to put your stitch marker into that first single crochet that you just did. All right, now we are going to go into every stitch we come to. So you started in the first stitch, so you should have 8 more single crochets that you're putting into each stitch across until we get to this first chain 5 space. So I'm just going to quickly pull this a bit more because it's a bit, we will weave in the end, at the end of this piece where we pulled in the center. So if it comes loose, just pull it tight. All right, so we've done our first single crochet, so we should have a total of 9 single crochets across the top of our skull. So this is our first one. So go into the next one with a single crochet, and a single crochet is you go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 2. Go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 3. And we're going to keep doing that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and right here is number 9. So you should have a total of 9 single crochets in the top part of your skull before the chain 5 space. All right, so in the chain 5 spaces right here, we're going to do 6 single crochets. So you're not going into the chains, you're going around the chains. So you're going to go into that chain 5 space, just around the chains, with a single crochet. So that's 6 single crochets. So this is our first one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so from here we're going to skip this double crochet right here. We're going to go right into the chain 3 space right here with a slip stitch. So we're going to slip stitch. Then in the same space, we're going to chain 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2, chain 2, and slip stitch. All right. Oops, not a single crochet, a slip stitch. I somehow managed to just do that. There we go. So once you have that, and that's our little mouth, I guess you could say, or the little bit of our right underneath the nose socket. So then what you're going to do from here is you're back at the chain 5 space. You're going to do 6 single crochets into the chain 5 space. So 1, 2, wait, let me just make sure that was a single crochet and not a slip stitch. So you're going to go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alrighty. So then from here, what we're going to do is we're back at the stitch marker stitch. So we're going to simply slip stitch into the stitch marker stitch. Take out your stitch marker for a moment. Alrighty. So this is what your skull is currently looking like right now. So now what I want you guys to do, and again, I have to pull on the middle section to make sure it stays tight. You might have to do that until we weave in the ends. All right, so then from here, you're going to chain 1, pull up a loop. Make sure you don't drop your crochet hook. Grab your scissors, snip your yarn, and we are done with the white. So this is what your skull portion of your granny square looks like. So give me a few moments to get ready with our second color. I will point out right away that I do not want you to cut your tail end where you ended off. You'll find out why in the next little bit, but let me just go ahead, get ready with the second color, and I will be back to start the square portion of our granny square. Alrighty guys, so I have got my second color set up. Now, what I was saying before was I don't want you to cut your tail end of your yarn because where you ended, because there is a specific spot that your new color needs to start in. And the only way you can do that is making sure, unless you're a very experienced crocheter and know where you slip stitched into, it's nice to have the tail where you ended so that you can tell where you slip stitched into. So we slip stitched into this stitch right here where the tail is. To start our square, we need to start in stitch next to where we slip stitched into. So we slip stitched into there, but we need to start in the next stitch. So we're going to be using that stitch where we slip stitched into, just not right now. So I want you to go into, insert your hook into the next stitch beside where you slip stitched with the white. You're going to grab the working yarn, make sure the tail end of your new color, whatever that new color is in the back, and we're going to start with a standing double crochet, or it can be called a stacked single crochet. So to do that, you start with a slip stitch on your hook, you insert your hook into the stitch you want, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. Then from here, you're doing another single on top of this single that you just started with. So to do that, you're going to go into the bottom side of this strand. So you've got 2 strands here. You're going to go into the bottom strand, the side of the bottom strand, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. So that is a standing double or stacked single crochet for my new beginners. All right, then you're going to stick your stitch marker into that stitch. Okay. Then you're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then in the same stitch that you are currently in, you're going to do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So you're going to yarn over, go into the same stitch you're currently in, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then do that again. You're going to have 2 in that. So basically this is the corner of your square. We are starting with the corner. Now this standing double crochet, there's only 1 double crochet there. When we get to this side, I will show you how we're going to end that off. So from here, you're going to do 1 double crochet into the next stitch. All right. Then you're going to do a half double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So yarn over your hook, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And yes, my yarn is splitting. Take your time, don't rush it. So that's 1. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Yarn over again, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So that is a half double crochet for my absolute beginners. Then what you're going to do from here is you're going to do a double crochet into the next stitch. And then in the next stitch, you're back at a corner. So you're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 3, 2 double crochets, all in the same stitch. So yarn over your hook, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Do that again. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and do 2 more double crochets all in that same stitch. So 1 and 2. All right. Then what you're going to do is 1 double crochet into the next stitch. And then from here, you're going to do 4 double crochets into the next 4 stitches. Not 4 double crochets, sorry. 1 double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. Half double crochet. 1 half double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. All right, so yarn over your hook, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So that's 1, do that again, into the next stitch, 2, go into the next stitch with 3, and the next stitch with 4. All right, then what you're going to do from here is you're going to do your next corner. So again, the corners are 2 double crochets, chain 3, 2 double crochets, all in the same stitch. So that's, I'm on the second half of my corner now. All right. All right. So from here, you are going to double crochet in the next stitch. So double crochet into the next stitch. All right. Now, what you're going to do, you've got essentially 3 stitches here, because you've got your 2 double crochets and your chain 2. So what you're going to do from here is you're going to single crochet into the next 2 stitches. So single crochet into the first stitch, single crochet into the second stitch, and then you're going to go into your chain 2 space with a single crochet as well. So you're going to have 3 single crochets along the bottom of your skull. Okay, then what you're going to do from here is you're going to double crochet into the next stitch, which is right here, just 1 double crochet, and then you're going to do your next corner, which is again 2 double crochets, so 1 and 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets all in the same stitch. All right, so then from here you're going to do a double 4 half double crochets, 1 in each stitch. So in the next 4 stitches you're going to do a half double crochet. So yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then in the stitch that is hiding right here where you slip stitched into, you're going to do a double crochet. So yarn over your hook, pull that tail from the white back to the back, go into that stitch with a double crochet. If you have to move your stitch marker out of the way, you can go ahead and do that. And then you're going to, as I said earlier, you're not done with this first corner. You only did 1 double crochet at the beginning before you did your chain 3. So what you need to do is you need to go into that same stitch that has all of your half of your corner in it. You're going to go into that stitch. It's a very tight stitch, but that's okay. Yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then you're going to slip stitch to the top of your standing double crochet. All right. So that is round 1 of our square. Now it's looking quite small. We'll see what it's like at the end of the second round of the square, but it is looking very small right at the moment. So what you're going to do here, you're going to chain 2. This is round 2 of the square. Chain 2 does not count as a stitch. So what I want you to do from here is you're going to yarn over your hook. You're going to go in the same stitch with a double crochet. So yarn over your hook, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, or pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Put your stitch marker into the top of that double crochet. And this will lead you into a corner. All right, so you're in the corner, you're back at a corner. So in the corners, you're doing 2 double crochets, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets. All right, and then from here, you're going to double crochet all the way across your piece. In every stitch you come to, you're going to double crochet. Once you get to the corners, you're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 3, 2 double crochets. So I'll get you through the first side and the next corner, and then I will leave you to do the rest on your own. So again, you're going to yarn over. Now this stitch right here that's coming out of the corner, sometimes it gets a little bit lost. So if you have to push your double crochets over from your corner, then do that. But yarn over, go into that first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you're going to do that all the way across your sides. Is you're going to double crochet into every stitch you come to. Okay, so I will get you through the first side here, and try not to split your yarn like I almost did, because I always seem to do that. So you're just going into every stitch you come to with a double crochet all the way across your piece. Okay, so keep going. All right, so I'm on my last stitch right before the corner, so I'm going to double crochet into there. All right, so that is what it's looking like. Now we're going to finish the next corner. So that's 2 double crochets into the corner, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 2 double crochets back into the same corner. All right. All right, and I'm going to pull up my loop here so I can give you some instructions. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. Now, of course, right now it's looking very small. What I might end up doing is I might have to do a couple more rounds of this square portion. But what I want you to do is I want you to continue on double crocheting into every stitch you come to. In your corners, you're doing 2 double crochets, chain 2, chain 3, 2 double crochets. Now, on the sides, if you want to know how many double crochets you should have, I'm just going to quickly count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. You should have, in this round, in round 2, you should have 13 double crochets all the way around with a chain 3 separating the 2 double crochets or the 4 double crochets in the corners. So I want you to go all the way around your piece, do your double crochets and your corners, meet me back up here at the stitch marker, and I will have some instructions for you. Alrighty guys, so I'm at the end of my round 2 here of the orange, or whatever color you are using. So what you're going to do, you have to make sure that you have 13, and I'm going to double check here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, double crochets all the way around with your chain 3s in your corners, okay? So what we're going to do from here, we're going to go into the first double crochet that we started with, and we're going to slip stitch. Now, I'm going to take out my stitch marker and replace it into the loop that is currently on my hook, because I need to give you some instructions. Now, depending on what yarn you are using, as you can tell, this is a very small piece that I'm making. So we are going to do something a little bit different. But okay, so we finished our second round and we should have 13 double crochets in between our chain 3 corners. Now, as you can tell, this one is very, very small with the yarn that I'm using. If your yarn is a bit thicker than mine and you want to stop at round 2 of the square, by all means, at this point, you can chain your 1, pull up a loop, cut your yarn, weave in your ends, and do your single crochet border, and then block your work after you we've woven all your ends. Now, if you are like mine and it's a bit small, I'm going to recommend that you do 2 or 3 more rounds of round number 2. So again, you're doing your 2 double crochets, chain 3, 2 double crochets in the corners, and then you're double crocheting your way all the way across your piece. So I'm going to do 3 more rounds of this, and then I'm going to come back and show you how I'm going to end off my piece and give you some last minute instructions. Hey everyone, so I have reached the end of my repeat round of round 2. Now I said I was going to do 3, but as I was finishing the first repeat of round 2, I realized, you know what, that's big enough. So we are going to end off with, we've done our double crochets all the way around, and I'm just going to let you know, in round 2 we had 13 double crochets, and I'm just going to quickly count the double crochets in the repeat of round 2. You're adding 4 double crochets on each side of your square, so you should have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So you should have 18 double crochets on each side of your square with a chain 3 in each corner. So if you have yarn that is even smaller than mine and you need to do more rounds of round 2, by all means, you go ahead and do that right away. I am actually going to finish off right now with my last step here, which is the slip stitch into the top of the double crochet you started with in this round. Take out your stitch marker. If I could get it undone, there we go. All right, so you don't need your stitch marker anymore if you are doing only 1 round repeat of round 2, which I am doing. So from here, you're going to chain 1, pull up a loop, grab your scissors, don't drop your scissors, snip your yarn, and that is it for this piece. But before I head off and let you go, what I want you to do from here, you are going to do your single crochet border all the way around. And for anybody who is new and has not done these squares, the single crochet border is in whatever border color you chose at the beginning of the annual project, and you're doing 2 single crochets, chain 2, 2 single crochets in the corners, and across your sides here you're going to single crochet in every double crochet you come to. So do your single crochet border in the border color of your choice, weave in all of your ends, block your work, and that is it for week number 41 of Middle's Yearly Stash Buster. This is our Halloween skull granny for Halloween coming up on Friday. So I just want to say one thing. Be sure to join us for week 42 next Sunday. And if you are on my if you would like to hang out and just talk about crochet, you can join me on my lives on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Manitoba time. Marry that up with your country. And again, week 42 is coming up next Sunday. I have a whole bunch of projects for Christmas starting to come out as well, so keep an eye out for that. So again, just do your single crochet border, weave in all of your ends at the back, block your work, and that is it for this week. Now, I just want to say one quick thing. First of all, I'm Esther from Middle Earthian Crochet, and for those who love Halloween, happy Halloween!